Hi gang, welcome back. This is Dr. Dred once again. I am doing a little bit of gunplay here. For the longest I have been using the XM8 AR because if you saw my previous video with it, this is pre-patch though, it was definitely a dominant weapon. I mean, and it still is. It's still a great weapon. But just coincidentally, I happen to own a lot of guns, like I think I've mentioned before. I have this gun you're seeing right now, which this is the MG36, which a lot of you already know it's a great gun. I unfortunately hated it before the patch when it came out as a the non-legacy. They weren't called legacy weapons at the time. It was just the MG36, so I don't have a +3 version of it. I gotta tell you, this gun is, to me, probably the best gun now. It does not really spread when you shoot it. I mean, it has very straight upward recoil compared to the M249 and the XM8 AR. This is probably my new favorite machine gun. I mean, I've been getting consistently very, very good results with it. I mean, it's not like a fluke. The game after this one, I messed up the recording, but I was at that point I was on a roll. I probably could have gotten 50 kills. I had only died and I was at 22 kills. I deleted it because I couldn't get the whole thing in there. But great gun. I mean, I'm using the same tactics here, guys. Now, unfortunately, the game has evolved into something. It actually is. I would define it, unfortunately, as a pay-to-win kind of a game, or at least, you know, if you can get those credits up to get these attachments on permanently, you do need to have the attachments. I'll tell you what my loadout is on this. If you can be patient and wait till the end of this video, I think I'm going to try to attach. I do a lot of homework when I pick my weapons since I got all these attachments. Now there's this great website. I can't remember what it is. I'll post a link to it, I think, at the end of the video, and that's how I really run statistics when I pick my setups now. This person, whoever set this website up, just did a great job. You can basically custom put together what a simulation of what your kit would be like. You can't use it obviously, but statistically you can see how it'll handle and compare it against the other weapons and the various kits and upgrades. And in this particular situation, I will tell you my best suggestion for upgrades are standoff barrel, not precision barrel. Everybody goes to precision barrel because they think that extra velocity gets them something. Well, it doesn't get you the kills. Standoff barrel gets you consistent flat damage rate across the board, especially for machine guns. For the machine guns, the best ammo setup to carry, in my opinion, if you want to have maximum ability to keep on fighting. You know, some of the other ones are great. You do higher damage, but you run out of ammo. If you use casket mags, for the most part, I mean, you will have a tremendous amount of ammunition to work with. I very rarely run out of ammunition before I die, but my magazine is larger, so I don't have to worry nearly as much about changing mags when I run out of rounds. Like this gun, I think this gun carries about 360 rounds of ammunition, which is beautiful. You know, this is a great amount of ammunition. But I have a 120 round magazine, which is really nice before I have to reload, which means I can really use a little bit of suppressive firepower if I need to. It doesn't have the most damage, but like I said, with the accuracy that the gun gives you, beautiful weapon. I mean, just really zapping people. And but other thing too. So I would suggest casket mags. Those will give you the higher capacity mags. Now, casket mags, I use them on all of my kits, honestly, except for my recon kit. I use extra magazine. And in the case of my submachine guns, I don't use casket mags on all the guns because it doesn't make sense for some of them. Like I said, when I give you this link to this webpage, you'll be able to find out exactly what I'm talking about because it'll break down every little thing for you. Anyway, as far as the sights go, I mentioned this in the previous video. Do not. Unfortunately, I wasted probably, I don't know, thousands of credits, 4,000 credits or something like that, real money, you know, on the stupid red dot, thinking that it was going to be better. That's because I didn't do my homework, and I said, oh, of course, red dot's going to be great, you know, compared, I won't say to the hollow, because I like the hollow sight, but just because you'd have more field of view, because you don't have all that obscured by the larger hollow sight. Well, you know, when I started thinking about it, the damn hollow sight doesn't obscure that much of my vision anyway. And it doesn't really change anything. What it does just gives me a better point of impact. The difference is this: the red dot sight gives you a delay. Okay, when you pull the sight, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but on the statistical sight I told you about, to pull up a heavy machine gun, to pull the sight up to your eyes with no sights at all, takes 0.4 seconds. To pull it up with the hollow sight, there is no negative to you. So you actually, it's the same as pulling up with iron sights. With the red dot sight, though, they actually put in a I think it's a 0.25 delay. And some of the other sites, it's I think it's 0.02 or something like that. I'll have to pull it up specifically to show you what I'm talking about, or I'll have to look that up in a minute. Actually, I'll do that right now. Okay, I'm actually back. A couple hours later, I had stuff to do, and I had to run some tests. I actually put together about a minute-long video showing the sight differences, and I was very shocked at the things that I found out. Actually, it's all wrong. You watch the video I guess I'll put another link or keep an eye out, because I'm going to post another video after this one showing my results. That all the sights, open sights, hollow sights, and red dot sights have some very surprising results, and you shall see if you watch my next video. Anyway, so since my sight theory kind of fell apart after I did some homework and found out what really was going on, you might be surprised. You might be really careful how you spend your money, or determining what's important to you after you watch that video. Anyway, the other part that is definitely very important is going to be your stock. And unfortunately, I'm sorry guys, all this, I mean, I'm not apologizing for the company because I don't work for them, but before they did this giant patch, you could just be really, if you're good at Battlefield 2, you will be very good at this game. Now, unfortunately, you need these special editions to really make you good, and you need a stabilized stock. It's just simple as that. I could not get 40 to 50 kills consistently, which I tend to do pretty, depending on who I'm playing against, can get that kind of kills, but it's because I have the best attachments. Some of you guys always hate on people who have the damn attachments. Well, tough. Don't complain about the boosters either, by the way. The boosters are something we can all have. All you have to do is have enough skill to earn them, and that's not so tough. But anyway, get your grenade boosters, guys. It's very important to have. I'm not talking about all the other crap, but grenades are definitely a necessity. Basically, all the grenades do is do what they should be doing in the first place, what they used to do before the patch came out. At least for the most part. They might be a little bit more powerful with the booster, but not a crazy expense, and I don't think it's ruining the game, like some people say. And those are always the people who don't have the booster, so whatever. Anyway, but you definitely need the stabilized stock. It is extremely important, and this goes for all the weapons across the board. I can put videos for every individual weapon, and there are different performance levels. But basically, the add-ons that I'm mentioning are the exact same add-ons that I have for every gun. There's slight differences in certain guns because, you will have, certain specific things. Like, you wouldn't put the casket mags on the PP19. Because the PP19 has a 55 round magazine on it. And casket mags will get you up to 63 rounds, I think, but you only get to carry 2 magazines. So logic tells you don't do that. You carry extra magazines. They're 55 rounds apiece. You get 275 rounds in a submachine gun that spits bullets like it's incredible. It's literally like having a little pocket machine gun with you. And very good for getting in and out of things quick, and you can do a lot of damage with it, but I'll do a video on the PP19 later on. Back to this gun. You guys know what this gun is. The MG36. It's been around for a long time. Actually, in real life, it's been discontinued. I always thought it was a pretty cool gun. But in the game, if you want a very effective light machine gun, and I wouldn't have said this a long time ago, it would have been the XM8 AR, like I said, or toss up between that and the M249. I always felt was those two guns were dominant over this gun, even though you could be argued. I know other people do really well with this gun, but this is my gun now. Just like I gave up my MP5 now for the PP19. Things change, life changes, you adjust to it. Anyway, this is just me doing a little domination on these people. Doesn't always go this well, but usually it goes pretty close to this. Right now I just got respawned back in a place that I didn't want to. I was trying to respawn back in my base to kill those 4 guys, so I'm going to recap this base. I end up finishing this game off at I think 44 and 12 or 13 or something like that, and I had a game after this one and I did not record it because this stuff excuse me, takes up a lot of space on my hard drive, and I'm trying not to fill it up again. Oh, got him like that. It's pretty cool. So anyway, if you have any questions about it, ask, feel free. I own most of the high level add-ons and some of the lower level ones when I was testing, but let me find this link to this website I was telling you about, or at least shout it out to you guys. Check it out. You can do some statistical looks. I'll have a site, something up also. Some of you guys want to know my setups for training and stuff, and I used to be more secretive about it. Now I don't really care. You know, what I've noticed is if you got the skills or you don't, and you're training, I'll do well without heavy training. You know, obviously it helps to have certain levels of training for speed and stuff, but not necessary. So I'm not as wary about giving that information out anymore. And if you want to copy me, I suppose you can, but you know, I'm going to kill you if I see you, if I get a chance, or hopefully maybe you'll be on my team. Anyway, this is Dr. Dred. I am signing out, and I will get this video out as quickly as I can. I got a couple I'm about to put up, so hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe. I appreciate all you guys out there who keep supporting me and keep watching my vids, and give me thumbs up if you think it deserves it. Thanks. And 44 and 13. There we go. I'll talk to you later.